Ναι. Αυτά είναι. Ναι. Το ανοίξει στο YouTube. Ναι, ο γράφεις Ερμής.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
Was the captain be arrested?
Yes.
Αυτό.
We began to question him. It appears that the governor tasked him with weakening the natives as much as possible in order to muzzle the rebellion. They were trying to poison the natives with alcohol, but they needed a lot to do it. Their entire smuggling operation revolved around...
Did you contact the governor?
Yes. He sent us a letter apologizing. His letter was accompanied by a letter of marque to compensate the merchants who...
Which doesn't mean that he will abandon these despicable... Is there any news on Egon? We are no longer certain it's even a person.
Even though that name might refer to the organization, someone must be leading it. And that's who we have to stop. Alas, for now, the captain doesn't want to tell us any more. So the interrogation continues. We're waiting for answers on that point. I need your help in another case.
I'm listening.
The Admiral sent us a furiously worded letter. One of their ships was commandeered by... They accused the San Mateus garrison. But I know Herbert. I'm not saying that the Admiral is lying to us, but I don't understand what could have happened. Whatever the case may be, the Admiral is threatening to refuse all transportation. This will not only hurt the Guard, but also all the nations that employ it. We need someone diplomatic.
Yes. I will go see Admiral Cabral and try to understand.
Μάλιστα. Και τώρα έχουμε διπλωμάτες. Ξέρεις τι κάνουν οι καλοί διπλωμάτες? Πατάς στο map. Βλέπεις που σου βάλει, σου στέλνει το πορτοκαλί. Έτσι στους διπλωμάτες. Πού σου στέλνει το πορτοκαλί, για να δούμε. Το του Admiral Cabral. Ορίστε. Πάμε. Ναι. Κάτσε να μπορώ να κάνω κάτι. Δεν μπορώ ρε πούστη. Δεν μπορώ να κάνω κάτι. Κάνε mute το YouTube. Ναι. Το concept είναι ότι αυτό που έχει στο λαιμό, δεν ξέρω ακριβώς τι είναι. Είναι σαν σκάρ και σημαίνει ότι μπορεί να έχει επικοινωνώ με τη γη ή κάτι τέτοιο. Δεν ξέρω ακριβώς, δεν έχει γίνει κάτι ακόμα.
You have come at the right time. I am in a delicate situation and...
I'm listening, Admiral.
Captain Reuben warned me that he suspected it is almost certain she sent secret navigation information.
Why ask me to take care of it?
Αυτά είναι τατουάζ να
serious accusation. One that results in a member of the guild being expelled. The Norts are like a family, very connected, but also likely to carry resentment. I think an external view is required. Anyway, their ship is anchored. Your authority will allow you to get more answers.
I see. What is the exact nature of the information?
It's up to you to find out. But all the Norts know. You've seen the techniques we use, and you know we want to...
I agree. Where can I find...
At the port in your town. You know his ship. It was Captain Vasca. I'm counting on you, Your Excellency.
Manfred, the quartermaster of New Serene Garrison, told me that he'd received a letter from you. Was one of your ships hijacked?
The Trident and its crew were commandeered by the San Mateus Garrison. Commandeered? We will not let ourselves be threatened by these land pirates. The Guard has no idea who it is dealing with. I've already sent several of our warships to board the Trident, and the Guards taken on board.
I understand, Admiral. But Quartermaster Manfred was as... That's why he asked me to investigate. The guard never gave the...
So these mercenaries do not even know how to manage. We will not deal with the guard, and no more of these hireling thugs will set foot on my ships. The nobles will just have to do without their bodyguards.
I will tell him, Admiral, and know that I am fully aware of the problems that caused this act of piracy. Not only for the guard, but for all the nations. I will do everything.
Thank you, Yora. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet
Ναι,
again,
είναι
Admiral.
περίεργο.
The Admiral knows that we can't do anything without the force of the guard. By prohibiting them from transport, she's putting everyone at risk, leaving us to take care of the problem.
Είσαι... Πέ μου. Α, οκ. Ναι, οκ, λοιπόν, ξεκινάμε. Αυτά είναι τα stats μου. Αυτά είναι τα stats μου. Εδώ είναι το customization. Ναι, λοιπόν. Αυτά εδώ πέρα βλέπεις τα combat skills, ωραία. Όταν κάθε παίρνεις ένα level, άμα δεις δεξιά σου λέει, ναι, σου λέει remaining points, έχω βάλει 21 και στο επόμενο θα πάρει 24 level. Αυτό είναι για casters και σου δίνει και όσο ανεβαίνεις σου κλαίει, ας πούμε, μπορεί να πάνω damage στο missile ή μεγαλύτερο combo speed. Και όσο ανεβαίνεις, η μεγάλη κύκλη είναι καινούργια build της, για παράδειγμα αυτό είναι storm. Κάνει damage, κάνει stasis AOE, αυτό είναι heal, whatever. Μετά εκτός από αυτό έχει τα attributes, τα οποία attributes σου δίνουν bonuses, αλλά σου δίνουν και πράγματα εκτός του combat. Για παράδειγμα, αυτά εδώ πέρα τα willpower μου δίνει παραπάνω MP και spell duration, αλλά με αφήνει να βάλω και καλύτερα αντικείμενα, να φορέσω καλύτερα αντικείμενα. Το ίδιο και αυτό το metal power για καλύτερα. Με των items, ναι. Ναι, αυτό. Και talents, αυτά εδώ πέρα χρησιμοποιούνται εκτός του combat. Για παράδειγμα, το καρίσμα σου μεγαλώνει την πιθανότητα να κάνεις κάποια πώς το λένε, dialogue options. Δηλαδή, ας πούμε, να κάνεις series appeal στο... Ναι, τέτοια πράγματα, ναι. Αυτό το intuition, gathering sites become easier to see, μεγαλύτερο map discovery, παραπάνω ingredients κάνεις gather και τέτοια, αλλά το βασικό είναι ότι σου δίνει και contextual dialogue options, δηλαδή και κάνει επανέξυπνο στο χαρακτήρα σου και σκέφτεται πράγματα που δεν θα σκέφτονταν αλλιώς, δηλαδή έχει intuition. Έχει, ας πούμε, crafting, το οποίο κάνεις craft weapons και upgrades κτλ. Έχεις αυτό που είναι το vigor, το οποίο σου δίνει regeneration εκτός του combat και διάφορα τέτοια, αλλά επίσης σε αφήνει να σκαρφαλώνεις και να πηδάς κτλ. Διάφορα πράγματα. Science και lockpicking. Αυτά. Και μετά κλασικά αντικείμενα με upgrades και sockets. Όχι, σου δίνει armor, έχει balance το παιχνίδι. Όταν στο damage κατεβαίνει το balance σου και άμα πέσει το balance το stun. Έχει balance. Αλλά στην ουσία, άμα δεις αυτή η κάπα μου δίνει ένα χάρισμα, βλέπεις. Ένα καρίσμα μου δίνει αυτή η κάπα. Αυτό εδώ πέρα μου δίνει ένα vigor επειδή έχω κάνει upgrade εγώ. Αυτά στην ουσία. Αυτά είναι. Λοιπόν, είσαι έτοιμος. Δες τώρα. Ναι. Τώρα είναι, δες. Κοίτα. Περίμενε. Να σιγουριστώ ότι είναι αυτή. Αυτή είναι. Πάμε. Φουλ διπλωμάτης, ρε.
Captain Reuben?
Ο Ρούμπεν.
The man himself.
De Sardet, legate of the merchant
What brings you here?
The Admiral asked me to shed
Oi.
light on your little problem of indiscretion in your...
I see. I would be happy to...
Λεγάτης, ο Γάτης. Εγώ είμαι ο Λεγάτης. Λεγάτης, διπλωματική κίνηση.
You told the Admiral that you suspect one of your crew members.
Indeed. The young apprentice sailor, Alba, a committed volunteer from Tulame. No, she only joined us a short time ago. Did you want to know anything else?
The Admiral told me that you were the new captain of the ship we arrived on.
The Seahorse? Yes. It's an excellent ship and a good crew. But you did the crossing. You know. Did you want to know anything?
That'll be all, Captain.
Μόλιστα. Τέλεια διπλωματική κίνηση. Αυτό ήταν, δεν ξέρω τι για άλλο γίνεται. Ναι, αλλά δεν μου ξεκίνησε το επόμενο θαυμαστικό. Τι μαλακίες είναι αυτές. Όχι, απλά πρέπει να κάνεις το άλλο quest πρώτα. Αυτή είναι η διαφορά. Πρέπει να κάνω αυτό το quest πρώτα. Εννοείται. Ναι, το map είναι αυτό. Να σας το δείξω. Αυτό είναι το map, είναι το... Ναι. Ναι, PS5 motherfuckers. Ναι, PS5 motherfuckers. Έχει... Να δε. Μα θα περιμένεις να βγει το... Είναι το ίδιο, εντάξει. Δες με το που μπαίνω μέσα τι γίνεται. Δες τι γίνεται με το που μπήκα μέσα. Ναι. Όχι. Όχι την λομπάγκοτο.
Quartermaster Manfred sent.
I was expecting such a visit. This commandeering business may just spell the end of the guard. I don't understand what could have happened. I can assure you that we have never issued... It's as if some members of the...
We had trouble with a criminal organization. I wouldn't be surprised if they were behind this matter once again.
Oh, this is terrible news, Your Excellency. How can we sort the good apples from the...
By speaking to those in charge of those in command of this town.
The Major has been on a field exercise for quite some time. In his absence, 3 lieutenants... They are Lieutenants Alexander, Klaus, and...
Do you think they are honourable?
I won't vouch for them, if that's what you're asking.
Thank you, Quartermaster.
Α, τώρα θα κάνουμε... Δες τώρα διπλωματική κίνηση, κοίτα. Δες. Είσαι έτοιμος. Πας εδώ και όποτε ό,τι επιλογή σου δίνει την πατάς. Αυτό κάνεις. Διπλωματική κίνηση. Δες, εδώ πατάω κουμπιά.
Lieutenant.
You're excellent.
I am conducting an investigation into the illegal commandeering of the ship, the Trident. We must work fast and find out who organized this. Do you know the men who seized the ship?
All I can tell you, Your Excellency, is that I'm sure they were not under... As foolish as it sounds, we don't know the identity of the soldiers involved. Since our previous commander's coup attempt, there's been tremendous upheaval. We lack senior officers. The registers are not up to date, and many... I suspect the supporters of the coup who escaped the trial may be responsible.
I was told that the city is usually under the...
Major Herman, yes. He's on a field exercise, at least that's what... So this is only an idea, of course, but maybe his men got scared.
I'll leave you, Lieutenant.
Το πρόβλημα είναι ότι κάνω investigation, αλλά με το που τελειώσουν τα πορτοκαλί μου δείχνει... Δεν με αφήνει να το βγάλω μόνος μου συμπέρασμα. Μου λέει, OK, εκεί είναι το επόμενο, εκεί πρέπει να πάω. Τι investigation είναι αυτό, είναι απλά πήγαινε και μίλα. Έλαντε. Πώς θα το δεις αυτό, κάτσε να δω. Δεν έχει γκορ, όχι.
Lieutenant.
Your Excellency.
Can you tell me anything about the ship that was commandeered by the guard?
A complete act of piracy, if you want my opinion.
Do you know who these guards were and under which officer they served?
No, and no soldier is missing here. But since the commander's attempted coup, everything has gone to hell. Men start muttering as soon as we have our backs turned. Some recruits have suffered violence, but refuse to name them.
Do you think something...
It seems obvious to me that some people took advantage...
I see. I'll leave you to it.
Μάλιστα.
Your Excellency, if you really want to know what's going on in this barracks, find me tonight near the...
To whom do I have the...
Quiet! No one must know that I spoke to you. Don't forget the church tonight.
Μάλιστα.
Lieutenant Clark.
Your Excellency.
I'm investigating the illegal commandeering of a Nort ship that took place here in San Mateus. Do you happen to know the men responsible and the officer they served under?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I don't know. I only took office in this city 2 weeks ago. I was sent here to remedy the lack of officers following the arrest of the commander's men. Are you sure that this commandeering is not the isolated act?
Not totally sure. Managing the crew of a Nort ship requires...
I see. Well, in that case...
Farewell. The lieutenant's interrogation produced nothing. This sergeant is our only lead.
With this gang's reign of terror, we were lucky to have come across it.
Ακριβώς αυτό έγινε, ρε. Πρέπει να δεις τι γίνεται όταν λαμπαγκάρει και η κάπα. Δεν γίνεται το κάνεις με μπάγκετ. Κανονικά δεν γίνεται να κάνεις με μπάγκετ. Ό,τι να είναι. Τι έπρεπε να πάω. Meeting point. Α, δεν μου λέει την ώρα. Από τώρα φαντάζομαι. Ναι, και πας είναι εκεί. Για να δούμε. Teleport. Για να δούμε τι είναι αυτός. Ο Franz.
Here you are. That will be understandable.
What do you know about this?
More than I would like. Now ask me any questions you want. We don't...
Λογικά θα έχει κόμματσε λίγο.
If you're part of this organization...
I joined this gang some time ago. I naively thought that it would only be a matter of completing a few small secret protection missions, but I found myself involved in a sordid business. We capture them to sell them as slaves. I participated for a long time, without batting an eye, but I ended up bonding with one, and the horror of this trafficking has finally hit home.
Who took possession of the ship?
Soldiers from the garrisons. A boat was supposed to be used to transport the island captives to the main. Someone must have had enough of only being able to move a few slaves. Now they've pulled this big stunt. They've not only attracted the wrath of the Norts, Egon would never have made such a mistake, and they'll make the fool who did.
Do you know who Egon is?
No. Everything is very compartmentalized. Each group, not only do I not know the big boss, but I don't know anything.
Do you know who Egon...
No. Not only do I...
And who gives you your...
Lieutenant Ermelin. After the business with the ship, she decided to make a clean sweep. She told us that we had to get rid of the island. She wants to clean up behind us to avoid leave. My friend is among them.
If we want to prevent this massacre, we will have to intervene quickly.
They're kept in a former logging facility.
Is it well guarded?
No. Numbers are small to avoid arousing suspicion. So when Ermelin comes with her troops to get rid of the young people...
Well, we'll take control of the operation before that happens. But when Ermelin and her soldiers come, we will use the element...
With all due respect, they will be...
We could ask for help from one of the native clans.
Do you think they would?
If it only involved us, I doubt it. But it's about saving... They'll also be able to give them shelter when we...
We will need to act quickly. I fear Ermelin...
I'll go get help in Vedlug as soon as possible, and take...
Thank you. I'll arrange to be appointed as this. That way I can let you know.
We should go to Vedlug.
Yes.
Nice.
Storm Warriors will be a good asset.
Θα παιχτεί μάχη. Μάχη. Vedlug. Σκατά, έχω κι άλλα quest εδώ.
Is it you who helped my warriors discover what the men of the...
Indeed.
Then I thank you. It's probably because you are an Onolmena. What do you see?
Can you tell me something about your...
We believe that we are part of an everything. And that life depends. Our strength is drawn from that which we protect. And that which surrounds us feeds and protects.
What can you tell me about...
I have heard this question before. The rituals are the business of the Donegada. Not anything more.
Concerning this...
Enough question. What do you...
I have come to ask. A group of guards captured young natives and but now they want to get rid of them to avoid drawing. I want to free them and stop these guards.
Who's to say that?
These prisoners are to become slaves in the cities, and they would be far from their land. Forced to obey the orders of the Renaigse, no matter what. Treated as objects.
The Renaigse consider everything as objects. I'll help you catch those monsters. And I hope they'll be treated...
The prisoners are in a former logging facility near San...
I know where it is.
We will get rid of the guards there, but if any soldiers are sent to kill them thereafter, can we rely on you to intervene?
I will send you my 2 best warriors. They will find you where the forest... Anything more?
Concerning...
Enough quest...
Μάχη θα έχει που να είναι τώρα. Να τα δούμε. Πόσο έχει μείνει ρε γάμο του? Όχι, από συγκεκριμένα μέρη μόνο. Είδες, χάλασε. Μένει στην έκθεση 41 ώρες. Μάλιστα.
Here is the logging facility. The prisoners must be in that cabin.
No one pack.
I will pass without...
Ah, hella combat. Πολύ κράτησε. Ναι.
You're free.
Είναι super δύσκολο.
It was Sergeant Franz who told France.
So he kept his word.
Stay hidden here for now.
Then we will fight by your side.
No, you're in no condition to... When we are done with them, you can return. Thank you for coming to lend us a hand. I'm surprised. Deirdre said that she would only send 2.
She told Esseld your story, and we wanted young people from our clan have been captured, and we believe they are here. When Xavier also sent a warrior for the same reason.
We are most grateful for your help. Thanks to you, we can stop...
You're there. Were you able to get rid of the guard?
Yes, some. And we have released the prisoners. But there are still...
I see you've managed to bring allies. With them, Ermelind and her troops shouldn't be long.
Ambush.
Anything to report, Sergeant Franz?
Negative, Lieutenant. Everything is...
Where did the guards go?
I don't know.
How can you not know?
Hop! Ambush! Δύο μαγεία και μεγάλο κόμπατ. Τερίζει βέβαια. Ναι, και τρώνε και παραπάνω damage.
We got them.
Make sure that Lieutenant Ermelind is shackled and brought... She will probably be sent to New Serene. She has a lot to teach.
I hope she can help you put an end.
Can we all go?
Yes.
Breg, it's thanks to you that I realized what we were doing. I hope you'll forgive me one day.
Είναι το Fury,
έτσι λέει. Those monsters. In the meantime, I will do everything.
You are a better man than you think, friends. When you're finished, return and see me at Wench. We will be glad to see.
We should go. Let's report.
Oh. Ναι. Όχι. Νομίζω δεν έχει. Μπορείς να δεις πως συνομιλεί. Δες. 1, 2, 1, 2 και το τρίγωνο. Είναι πιο αργό. Θα το δεις, θα το δεις. Δες και το L2. Δεν νομίζω, τετράγωνο και τρίγωνο έχεις για τάξη. Τετράγωνο τρίγωνο έχεις για τάξη, θα έβλεπα ένα skills με μάνα και τέτοια, ξέρεις. Κι όμως δεν έχει. Να, δεν έχει skills. Ατάξει έχει μόνο και διάφορα έτσι. Είναι πάρα πολύ απλό το combat του.
Your Excellency. Oh.
Yes. Lieutenant Ermelind organized a slave. Her men captured natives who were then sold here. We also found out that they commandeered...
What madness. I guess... Lieutenant Alexander, you will...
Quartermaster?
And you, Sergeant. I understand that you participated in the despicable...
It's true, Quartermaster.
I recommend clemency. Without his help, we would not have discovered...
I see. You will accompany Lieutenant Alexander. But I will make sure that he knows what role you play.
Thank you, Quartermaster.
Well, I'll let you...
Thank you very much for your help, Your Excellency. Travels?
Well, things seem to be in order here now. We should go and warn Manfred.
Όχι. Έχει και loyalty missions και τέτοια, ξέρεις, τα τέρμα κλασικά. Έχει και loyalty missions, ξέρεις. Για κάθε teammate έχει και loyalty missions, ξέρεις. Ναι, άμπασε έτσι.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for?
I was able to clarify the story about the ship.
I've already been told all this. He told me the whole thing. I have already sent a letter to the Admiral explaining what I hope she will. Anyway, I thank you very much.
We couldn't have done anything without Sergeant Franz. He showed admirable courage. I imagine he is joined...
That doesn't ring a bell.
Strange. It seemed to me that Quartermaster Herbert told him to come...
Oh, well, perhaps he changed his mind. With this business going on, he must be solid. Anyway, know that our investigation has finally... Lieutenant Alexander arrested many criminals with information obtained from prisoners. You should go find him. He's with
Captain Ulrich,
the highest-ranking captain in the garrison. He's an old man who was not faced with such a scandal. He had to...
Thank you, Manfred.
Τι νοείς? Α, είπες PlayStation 4. Ναι, το έχω βάλει σαν ένα... Άκουσα PlayStation χωρίς το 4. Λέω τι λέει το 5.
I need to be going.
Ναι, το βάλα σε τέτοιο. Το βάλα σαν ένα ντουλαπάκι.
What brings you here?
The Admiral asked me to shed light.
I see.
What led you?
Well, the girl's behavior then. Suddenly, she became nervous. She's a recent recruit, which sometimes I saw her hanging around my cabin. And since we've returned to port, but you should probably talk to the other members of the crew.
I have the feeling that what aroused your suspicions most is the fact that she was a...
You must understand that volunteers are very rare. Their beliefs are quite contrary. Did you want to know?
Do you know what information she made?
I don't know exactly what you know.
Let's say that magic does not have...
I see. Well, of course she knows that too. And by searching through my papers, she could get even more. Did you want to know anything?
The Admiral told me that you were the new captain of the ship.
The Seahorse? Yes. It's an excellent ship and a good crew. You did the crossing. You know it as well as me. Did you want to know anything?
That'll be all.
Τι, κάτι είπες, αλλά να άκουσα. Αυτοί είναι knots, έτσι λέγονται. Είναι ένα κλάν φάση από ναυτικούς και υποτίθεται οπότε έχουν κάποιο, όταν καταφέρνουν κάτι στη ζωή τους, το κάνουν τατουάζ στο πρόσωπο. Γι' αυτό είναι έτσι. Και όσο πιο καλός και πολλά τατουάζ έχεις. Είναι καπετάνιος σε αυτό το τέτοιο. Αν δες θα έχουν πιο λίγα... Ναι, αυτοί που είναι νουμπάδες έχουν λίγα τώρα, δες. Δεν έχει τίποτα, βλέπεις.
I am so pleased to see you again.
The pleasure is shared.
What can I do for you?
How have things been since you made it?
Very good. I do miss my parents. My real family is on the waves. Anything else, sure?
What have you been up to since we made it to Tiv?
I'm still just a cabin boy, but I have high hopes to be promoted since our captain changed. We've been doing nothing but coasting. Anything else, sure?
I would like you to tell me anything you can.
She joined our party recently, but I like her already. She works hard and is full of courage. You know, she is one of those rare norms. She did everything she could to become one of our own. She suddenly became distraught and...
Do you know where I could find her?
No. I've not seen her for a while. Maybe at the tavern? She was playing cards there from time to time. Anything else?
I'm afraid I...
Hey, happy to see you again. How have things been going?
Good, thank you. Even if...
Then straight to it.
How have things been going for you?
In the beginning, it was kind of strange. We'd been sailing, we didn't understand why the Admiral grounded him. We made the crossing since Captain Rubin took the helm for you. Well, he's not the top, but then I'm not going to complain. We've been sailing the small rounds of late. We go from port to port around the island. Anything else?
Do you like it on Tifridi?
It's not as nice as our isle, but it's here at least we can breathe without smelling a... And you know, the taverns are... Anything else?
I'm looking for
I know her. She joined... Did you try the tavern? Don't give me that look there. I've kept from the bottle since that story with no matter. When we're... It might be that little Alba went there to take a look. Anything else?
I need to go.
Smooth sailing.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
What have you been up to since...
Nothing worthy of writing home about. Just shuffling merchandise around the Isle. I prefer the heist. Anything else?
Are you happy, Auntie?
More than on the continent, that's certain. Especially after the island is beautiful, the natives rather friendly, but all said and done, it's off the coast where I... Anything else?
Can you tell me anything?
I don't know her very well, but she pulls her weight. You can't hold that against her. You might. That being said, ever since we got here, I found her...
Would you know where I could find her?
No. Well, I hope she didn't do something stupid. Anything else?
I need to...
Farewell, then.
I'm afraid these little secrets have not helped us a great deal. This Alba had just enlisted. She was happy, then changed her attitude. But is she a spy?
We were told that she was sometimes at the tavern. We should take a look there.
Άντε να δούμε.
You'll find all... Welcome. Have you seen... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Κάμισε τα μαλάκα. Ναι. Ξέρεις τι γίνεται, δεν λειτουργεί σαν ουρά, δηλαδή αυτός που πάτησε το κουμπί στο δευτερόλεπτο 25 και το πήρε και αυτός 26 δεν το πήρε, δεν πάει έτσι. Είναι με πακέτα, είναι με requests, κατάλαβες, επειδή μπαίνει πολλοί κόσμος, δεν ξέρεις σε ποιον να δώσει πρώτο, καταλαβες, δεν ξέρεις σε ποιον να έχει πρώτα η σελίδα και όλα τα requests από το server, οπότε δηλαδή απλά μπορεί να είσαι κολόφρωτος, καταλαβες. Κάπως έτσι, ναι. Δεν ξέρω ακριβώς ποιο είναι το πρόβλημα. Εξαρτάται πώς λειτουργεί το site τους, κατάλαβες. Δηλαδή, πολλά μπορεί να είναι. Πολύ σπάνια είναι ότι εσύ έκανες το request πρώτος και θα το πάρεις, κατάλαβες. Δεν είναι πάντα έτσι. Μπορεί, ας πούμε, στο cycle το οποίο κανονίζει ποιο να δώσει, στο frame, ας πούμε, που κανονίζει ποιο να δώσει, να του έχουν έρθει 25 request, να δώσει 20 request που προλαβαίνει, τα 5 να τα κάνει cancel και να τα χάσει, δηλαδή να μην σου απαντήσει καν στα 5. Κατάλαβες. Και στο επόμενο frame, εσύ να μην το έχεις στείλει και να γαθεί τελείως. Κατάλαβες τι εννοώ. Δηλαδή εξαρτάται πώς το έχουν κάνει. Ναι. Α, αυτό, αν το έχουν κάνει αυτό, οκ.
and gentlemen.
Hey!
Who are you to give us?
That's true! You want to see out?
My child, I doubt that your job as legate involved.
You'd better get out of here. Unless you want to end...
Ooh! On guard, sir!
Ναι. Ω, μηδί μαλάκα. Τα μποτάκια προφανώς. Μποτάκια είναι. Όλα. Του πέταξα ένα coin. Και το έχω στο σούπ στο τέρμα δύσκολο. Insanity πως λέγεται. Είναι, δεν ξέρω. Όχι. Έλαντε. Είναι κάποια άλλα fights που απλά δεν βγαίνουν. Ρε. Πρέπει να πολεμάς για 25 λεπτά για να νικήσεις. Τα νούμερα τα έχουν κάνει τέλαμα λάθος. Δεν ξέρω τι είναι. Θέλει δουλειά. Investigate the tavern. Δεν θέλω κάποια νουλή. Μπουρδέλο είναι. Μπουρδέλο είναι.
What can I pull?
I'm looking for a young Nord.
I wouldn't know that. Why don't you go and ask that fellow over there? He might remember you. Anything else?
Nothing, thanks.
Ποιο fellow over there? Τι λέει? Χιονά.
Hey, look at that! Change your tone, soldier. Oh, my pal, may I help you?
We're looking for a young Nord.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know where she is. You know, sadly...
Have you ever heard her talk about secrets? Or
Are you asking me if she's a spy? But if that's why you're looking for her... Aye, mate. I'm often mistaken for a drunkard, so they pay no...
Tell me what you saw.
I'd like to tell you all.
This should quench your thirst.
Well, returning late at night, I spotted a guy I'd seen before at the tavern. He often spent time with him, and he was in the street, fiddling with a stove. I took a closer look when he left. I thought he'd stay. No. There was a box under the stone. They were messages, and from the look of the guy, they couldn't be... Now, I don't know how to read, so I couldn't understand what it was about, but maybe...
Where is this?
Cross the bridge at the exit of the town. On the left, look for the...
Thank you, soldier.
My pleasure. Do you want to know anything else?
That'll be all.
Hello, Your Excellency.
Don't say going to your without. Ποιο? Καλά.